they wish and I...
What's up, guys? It's your boy AJ here, and I ain't in my studio, but I felt I should give you guys a little episode. Figured I'd take a little break and just give a little insight on some more UFC stuff. See, I got my shirt, and I got my hat. I don't want to mess up my hair, though. I don't want to mess up my hair, but might as well put it forward. Who cares, I got it signed by Kamaru Usman, International Fight Week a couple weeks back, so shout out to him. But some good fights last weekend. First of all, I want to start off with Gard II getting a good win over Juan Adams. I feel Greg needs a better competition. I like the dude personally. I know he had all that stuff back in the NFL, the domestic violence, but as a fighter, as an athlete in the octagon, I feel he's great, and he's no match for these up and coming guys that he's been up against. Me personally, I feel he should have a bigger step up in competition. He's an outstanding fighter, and the future's bright for him. He just needs a couple big wins in the top 10, and I feel if he gets a couple of those, he could probably put himself in status of title contention. But like I say, always on this show, we shall see. Just hope I don't get rained on. I don't know. Y'all tell me, kind of underneath a little border theme. I don't know. Sorry, my house is a little bit of a mess, but whatever. Let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, Leon Edwards, Rafael dos Anjos. That fight, it was a good fight, but I have to say, as much of a fight fan as I am, it was a good fight, but at times, man, Leon Edwards kind of put me to sleep. Like, what in the actual ass was that guy doing? I mean, he landed good punches. He controlled the distance very well. I just, fighters that have guys hurt and that go for takedowns right after they have the other fighters hurt, I get it's using that to their strength, and Leon Edwards is a good jiu-jitsu guy. He has a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, BJJ, but I just feel stand-up is more his game, and he did show that this past weekend when he fought Rafael dos Anjos. Rafael, he's been on a little skid, he beat Kevin Lee pretty recently. That was his last win. Lost to Kamaru Usman back in December, and it was a good fight. Rafael, he's been on that little streak of losing 2, losing 1, or winning 2, losing 1. He's just in that weird spot that fighters get in, and I just feel that he could possibly, I don't know what way I want to wear my hat. Sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked. But anyway, back to business. I'm ready for business. I feel that Rafael, he is in a tough spot that a lot of fighters are in. And I feel he's a little small for 170. 155 was his weight. Maybe he could go back down and reinvent himself. I just don't see him being a champ at 170. He is a great fighter, a great Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy as well. But Leon really took it to him. Although he did put me to sleep, I feel that Leon is a good fighter, and I feel he should fight Masvidal next. Get knocked out in 4 seconds this time. We'll see though. It's a bunch of tough fights ahead of him. He beat a top 5 guy. Edwards was ranked number 12. Dos Anjos was ranked number 4 coming into this fight, and that's an outstanding fight that I feel should happen between Masvidal and Edwards. As you guys can recall, Masvidal literally had like a little backyard brawl with Edwards in London in March of this year, and he gave him the infamous or famous quote, 3-piece and a soda, when he pieced up Edwards in the back. And honestly, I thought that was going to be the next fight for Masvidal. But he fought Askren, and as we all know, he made history knocking him out in 5 seconds. I know Masvidal wants a shot at the title, not another shot. He wants a shot at the title. And I think the UFC should give it to him, but with no timetable on Kamaru Usman's return because he's been injured lately. And plus, you also got Colby Covington and Robbie Lawler fighting next Saturday. It's kind of a tough spot to be in. And I know he wants a shot at the title, but like I said, depending on when Kamaru Usman will return, who knows, he might want to take that fight against Edwards, or he might want to fight the winner of Robbie Lawler and Colby Covington. Personally, I feel he should take the fight against Leon Edwards to really solidify his number one contendership, or even fight the winner of Colby Covington and Robbie Lawler. So that way he could really, like I said, keep repeating myself, but like I said, he's solidifying his spot to be number one. Now, I know number one guy right now is Tyron Woodley, but he's injured, so you can't really fight him, although that would be an outstanding fight. But personally, me, Masvidal should fight either Leon Edwards or Colby Covington and Robbie Lawler. So we'll see about that. All right, switching gears now, talk a little boxing. We had the big fight, Manny Pacquiao and fix the camera. We have Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. Now, from what I know, Keith is a big power puncher, very athletic, also very young. A lot of people thought that the youth would outweigh the experience in this fight. I did personally, but you can never count out a legend in Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's had a skid, but he picked up a big win over another young guy last January in this year against Adrian Broner. And a lot of people thought it was going to be a tough fight for Manny, me including. He really took it to him. He used his jab. His right jab, man, is a secret weapon. It's a dangerous, dangerous weapon. It really kept Keith Thurman at bay, and it really kept Keith Thurman from getting off his offense, which is what he's really good at, obviously. He kept the distance from Keith. Even though Pacquiao was the smaller fighter, he was really good at just charging forward. But that's also what got him knocked out against Juan Manuel Marquez back in 2012. And it was a very good statement win. I was very impressed by it. Who knows? It also could have been a message to Floyd Mayweather, because remember those slight rumors last year where Pacquiao wanted the rematch? That could have been a little message to send, but I don't think Mayweather wants that smoke, especially after this fight. And who knows? Maybe sometime in 2020, we'll see them fight. If maybe it's for a significant amount of money going to Floyd's direction. I feel if you just get the right amount of money, Floyd will step in the octagon and fight either Pacquiao or even Conor McGregor again, my boy. So we'll see about that. Pacquiao, he also proved he was the old Pacquiao. He was the Pacquiao from 2005, 2007 when he pieced up De La Hoya. He was the Pacquiao that we didn't see against Floyd, that we all thought we were going to see against Floyd. But he happened to hurt his shoulder 3 weeks before the fight due to sparring, and he wanted an injection in the shoulder, although that did not happen. They didn't turn in the right paperwork, so it just didn't happen. He basically fought Floyd with one arm. Imagine fighting the biggest fight of your life with one arm. You're not going to get the job done, but I still think he won that fight. I thought he pushed the pace, made Floyd uncomfortable, but Floyd did what he was good at. He's the best defensive fighter in history, He's the best. He hit and ran the whole night. And I'm not dogging on him for that. It's a smart thing to do. But let's just say they were to fight again. Floyd's going to be 43 in February. Who knows? He might not be that elusive or might not move that much if and when they fight again. But I just know if they fight again, that Floyd will not be able to really... He won't fight him the way he fought Conor, which was knuckles above the eyebrows, walking him forward, and just getting Conor tired. He's not going to fight Pacquiao that way, because Pacquiao will win 10 out of 10 times. And I know the wind's blowing a bit, so bear with me. You also have, Bud Crawford and Earl Spence Jr., two studs that will be getting it on in September. Now,
say Pacquiao fights the winner of one of those two guys, say in December, then, man, he beats one of those guys, Floyd might be running for his life. He don't want that smoke even now. But hey, we'll see. Floyd's the type of guy where he's all about money. We know he's going to go bankrupt. He's always going to be that broke guy when he don't fight. But Floyd can't fight forever. So we'll just see what happens there. I feel he's scared to fight Pacquiao. Although he could win, I feel he didn't win the first time. But you always got to punch your chance. You can never go wrong with that at all. Last thing I want to cover in combat sports, you have Jon Jones being Jon Jones. Literally. Like, man. I don't know how many passes the UFC can give a man. Of course, you've seen them give a pass with Conor and all this and that. But I really don't know what you can do to really get it through this guy's head that he's just a major screw-up. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, he got caught in April choking out a waitress at a strip club in Albuquerque. UFC hasn't done anything yet, but the story just released today. I feel the UFC really ain't going to do anything about this since it happened way back then. If it happened, say, today or last week, then they probably might do something. But man, Jon, if you're listening, please stop. You say that you're going to stop. You promise to your fans that you're going to stop. Although I do have a photo with you, bro, I'm saying, as a fan, just stop, man. Just stop. Alright? I don't know how many more times I can say stop. But stop. Alright? You're a great fighter, bro. Or you're a great fighter. Although you do need to tighten up things. You got a beautiful wife and beautiful daughters at home. Just hang out with them. Watch Netflix with them. Take them to a movie. You ain't got to do all that stuff. You're the champ. You're in the position everybody would die for to be in. Just don't be yourself. Be your new self. Be the new and improved self. Don't be your old self that got the belt taken away. This is going to hurt the UFC. You're the cash cow as of right now. You're the guy that they want. Dang, fly flew on my face. You're the guy that they want. And you're the guy that they need as of now. So, hope you get that message. And for you guys out there, you know what to do. You better like, subscribe, comment on what you think the UFC should do with Jon Jones. What are your thoughts on the Pacquiao-Thurman fight? And what your thoughts were on the fights this last weekend. You also got some fights coming up this weekend. We got Max Holloway, Frankie Edgar. I'll get a little more insight on that as we get closer to that. Tomorrow I'll be talking about some movies, first movie episode. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget, click that like button, get my views up. I'm over here starving for views. Like, come on. Do I gotta be funny or something? Do I need all kinds of flies to fly on my face? Like, for real. Come on now. You know what to do. Peace out.